everybody, welcome back to Rusty Gears Season 4 Episode 33 with me, Sid, and we are here back on the Rusty Gears server in the orchard. It is spring and I am really hoping to see that these trees are vernalized. You can't tell. The only way you can tell is when they flower, which is going to be in spring. So fingers crossed that this lot or the majority of these are vernalized, and we'll you know, do their thing. The other thing now is, because we moved to 120, we added in the Angel Belt mod. We kind of try to keep the mod list down as much as possible, and Angel Belts, by the nature of the cost of trying to make them, that are quite later game anyway. You could bum rush it maybe a little bit, but you're not going to get it any, significantly earlier, so it seemed better to leave them there. The man cave here is almost empty, by the way, so we'll soon be able to start working on that. I realise I actually also do need to work on the bedroom, bathroom, all of that stuff up there, and all of those. That'll be a decorating episode, because it is for the most part cosmetic. There will be a little bit of storage in there for the clothing, but the other area we've got to work over is over here for armory and stuff. And we've also got to do some work back this way, so that's the thing. I've been just generally processing copper in the background, so getting as much copper made up, because I'm going to need plates. I'm going to need to make a Jonas pallet at some point. I've got enough to make one at the moment, and I've got enough to make several more, and I've got quite a bit of copper, and we've got 154 nuggets of gold, which is 6 short of the 160 nuggets of gold that I need to make 4 gold plates. However, I have moved. This is my input for the sift, and this is my thing. I've been running this for a while, and we finally hit the 160. I also do need you, so we might as well take you with us. And I could do with some feathers, actually. So, oops. I think I need just the 1, 2, 3, 4 of those off the top of my head. I'm going to double check. Let's have a look at the... Oh no, I needed more than one. I need 32 of them. Okay, that's fine. The chickens are going to hate me. 32 of them. There we go. And that's fine. Right, now let's fire up the forge. And we shall... Doesn't really matter whether it's stretched out or not, but it's just habit, to be honest. Right, let me stick about 8 coal in there, maybe. 8 should be more than enough. And let me light it. Oops, that's not going to light it. Do-do-do, do-do-do. Of course, I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to let them cool down, then I've got to fire them up again and to get them into plate form, so that's fun. It's a shame you can't take them out of the mould and work on them, but there you go. So yeah, that was a thing. We have got the location of the Resonance Archive book now, we're marked, and we are doing a poll on the Discord. That did not light. We're doing a poll on the Discord to find out when we're going to do that, but that's going to be anywhere from 2 to 4 episodes away, I think, give or take. Yeah, but that should be a blast, and we can then start pursuing the new story locations that are in the game. Plus, on top of that, there's all the story locations from Better Ruins that we need to visit, and some of those look interesting. The university, and obviously we saw a bit of that on our tour the other day with Nicholas and his team. But yeah, waiting for that. The other thing I would like to do this episode, if I get a chance, is I'd like to try and, if I make a start on, if not get a bit further on to some golden combs Langstroth hives, and start to build up the orchard down there for the bees, because now we're moving into spring, the weather will be there and we can get the bees flying, and you know, then we can start really raking in the honey. We'll probably just start off simple with a single hive brood box and middle box, which the name escapes me. It will come back to me in a moment. In fact, let me just Langstroth, it's oh, what was it called? It's on the tip of my tongue. I know what it is. It's not the brood box, it's the other one. It's the well, this is gonna super, that's the word. It's a super. How I forgot that, I don't know. Anyway, got to process this. I'll be back once we've got it ready to turn into some plates. See you in a moment. Alright, gold is heating. Let's go turn on the hammer. And close enough. Plate. And don't screw this up, because this is an expensive mistake. We have changed Napster so it only does 2 voxels per hit. I thought 4 was too thin because Hellhammers do 3, so you know, we effectively rendered the Hellhammer obsolete. So I've kind of dialed that down a little bit on the server. I don't think anybody's noticed yet, but right, that is our gold plates. Let's just go and pop those in there. And let's pop that back there. And then we can go, I think it was like this. 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know I could have just I could have split them by halves. No, is it? That has been a long time coming. Incidentally, I've got a little friend on my shoulder. We have the Unstable Thrones mod, so we can now wear Sammy as a wearable. He's not quite as good as a scarf. He only gives half a degree of warmth because he's a worm, you know. Obviously a scarf is much more efficient, but we can now go and put that on my waist, which, oh, look at that. I can't do it fast enough. We'll have to sort that in post. That's it. We have an angel belt. Now, for those people who think the creative flight is a little bit overpowered, and I know there are people out there who do think this, and I am probably not alone in thinking that too. My God, that bush is blowing right through the glass. Look, my plan this season is not to use the angel belt for combat, because obviously if I can just fly above the thing that's trying to kill me and shoot it full of arrows, where's the challenge? And it is not to use it for exploration. If I haven't been there before, I'm going there on foot or boat or raft or glider, you know, all of those things. I am not exploring using the angel belt. So that is the idea. It's going to be used for building, for coming out and getting epic screenshots of, you know, stuff, and it is going to be used primarily as a means of getting from A to B faster in places we've been. So, for example, I would like to head back to original spawn, and to the Church of Sammy and pick up my stuff. Now I can't easily carry. Hello, let's go down a bit. I can't easily carry a lot of stuff around. And I certainly can't carry something on my back and something in my hands and use a runestone because the hands tie up. Incidentally, while we're here, I did make a start on the teleportation station. So yeah, that is my plan. At some point this evening, while I'm recording, I'm expecting Gran to get on as well, because she's got a problem with the tent. Now, I thought, basically dropped everything on the ground. I have picked everything up, put it in chests for her, let her know, but moved it, but I don't think that apparently there are still some issues, so that's a thing we're going to do. But what we can do is we can come over here and we can start utilising this to come and pick up and carry stuff back with us. Now, I have got my chest on my back, so I'm not going to be carrying a lot, but I can carry something in my hands, and I can also carry stuff in my inventory. So, for example, I would like to have... Is there anything I'm really bothered about that strong tannin? Probably not. So I'll grab those, because they will stack. I would also like that, and that, because that will all stack. I'm going to have to carry that because I would like that flax oil. And then we can grab you. That will all come with me. We'll come back for that later. We will definitely grab you. And I mean, you've got a piece of sand in you, haven't you? So we'll just do that, I think, for now. And that's me full. So then what I would like to do is bring that chest as is. So we'll throw you on the ground. We shall pick you up. We'll put you down. Oh, interesting. Did not know that was a thing. That's a new one. Alright, well, that's fine. We can just pop you down and we can... Oh, hello. We can pick you up and then we can fly back up to the base. We've got all of this, and then we know this is just a very quick way of transferring the few bits and pieces from over here. Not everything is going to be transferred because we've still got the trader-matic system down there. Hello. And that needs to be transferred over, but I need to build the alternative accommodation. I'm going to do air quotes, but you can't see me. The alternative accommodation, yes. That's not going to be a Holiday Inn. Or even a 5-star hotel, not in a Bond villain base. This is going to be something that that they probably wouldn't want to stay in. Just let's say that, shall we? But we'll. I'm going to slow down before I face palm into things. We'll continue just bringing stuff over for now, and I can. I'll just plonk you down there, and then the rest of this can just go in. For now, the moulds and stuff will get into the forge somehow. This lot actually probably just goes in as well, so we'll just take all of this lot and chuck it in. But yeah, so that's going to be my ethos behind using the belt. The belt is not going to be... I'm going to try and rein it in basically and make it so it's more more acceptable. Who is this? I might as well actually land when I'm not doing anything though. Yeah, so that's the kind of plan. I'm going to just transfer some stuff up and then we can, I think, I will probably, what do I want to do first? I should really try and get the materials together necessary for Langstroth hives, because we're going to have to prepare all of that first. So I will do that. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, I've moved everything over and we're back over here in the cave. Everything that I own is in this or that system. Yes, we've done good work. And what I want to do now is I want to make myself a window. Now this window is going to be 160 voxels if it was a circle, so it's going to be 80 by 80 voxels in the curve, the arc here. And we're going to have to get some chiseling on first. I'd like to get this kind of, you know, cut in so we can push this forward. Now my circle generator of choice is still Plots. That's the website. Whacking your figures, get a little diagram with drawings of stuff going on. It's all very, very technical. And I am going to, I think, slice off that lot, and then I'm going to grab this and go 1, 2, 3. That's got us right down to the base, and then we can chop out that for now. And also, now this first section is at 18, and if it was totally across it would be 9 on this side, 9 on that side, so it's going to be 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So after that, chisel that bit out, and we're going to do something with this kind of fascia here as well. So this rock face itself is going to be carved in and curved with the structure. And then it's what have we got? I think that's a 6 and a 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 1. So that's that glass, or it will be glass once we've chiseled it into glass. But what we can do is we can obviously duplicate that here, this one will duplicate to there, so on and so forth, and we may need to come into these curves here as well, so there's a possibility that I'll need to get some andesite as well. But yeah, so that's the process, and it's going to take a hot minute, so I'll be back in a hot minute. One thing worth noting, and this is kind of the point that I was trying to make with the angel belt, is the angel belt makes doing this so much easier. Previously, prior to this episode, I had to perch. In fact, I started perching on the edge of the blocks, precariously hanging out over the edge while I chiseled vertically down to get this shape built into this rock. And clearly now I don't have to do that. Now I'd like to bring this all the way down actually, so it's thing. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to chisel these so I can reuse them, because I'm going to need some more building materials anyway. So we can make this properly overhang the edge and not waste good andesite blocks. Not that I've got any kind of shortage of andesite blocks, but still, you know, don't want to waste them, do you? And this is all the way around. This bit here is just going to be a copy of that bit mirrored, so, or rotated I should say. And then we'll build it up in glass and yada yada. Oh, we've got a temporal storm approaching. The last two have been very disappointing, so I may not even bother. I may not even bother. You can just go away, temporal storms. You were boring. That can go like that and like that. That will do me there. You can go that way. That's a whole one. And we just snip down on this. And then take off like that. I don't honestly know what we'd do without QP chisels at all. Well, I know what we'd do. We wouldn't do this. This would just be something that we wouldn't bother with because it's just too much detailing. And you know, the fact you can't then replicate the blocks or whatever makes the work very difficult. So yeah, I'm fairly certain that without QP chisel tools, a lot of the sheer complexity of chiseling that we do just wouldn't happen. Which would be a shame, so yay, thanks QP. Right, so I'm just going to continue working on this for now and get that in. I'll duplicate that up here, probably with a pantograph. Although perhaps no, because yeah, we can do something. I don't know. We'll sort it out because there's going to be chalk, I think, at this level here. So haven't quite decided on that, but I'll keep on going. I'm not going to bother recording the temporal storm. I'm actually very tempted to try and sleep through it, just because there's really not a great deal of point to me going all the way through a temporal storm, especially, as I say, with the kind of disappointing nature that we've had on the last few storms. So yeah, I'll continue on with this. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, we're not far off done for this bit. I've done the floor, I've got the glass wall in. Let me stop flying. So, nice black curved glass wall. Nothing says expensive like a curved glass unframed window, you know, because obviously it's super reinforced and everything. We are going to probably, I'm just trying to see, if I come to here, so that's going to be all coming out. So this level, I am going to need to fill in this ceiling to here. I've got all that to fill in. I'm going to just go and grab some dirt or something. It doesn't really matter what it is. And then on this side. Now what I do need to do is go and grab some chalk, I suppose. That's my first one. I've run out of ready cut chalk rock, so let me go and grab those. A tiny little bit. And you can have the birch back. Right. So we're going to need a fair amount of chalk, so I'm definitely going to need to get my stubby chisel out for this one. Hammer. And chisel. We're almost certainly going to need this entire slab, so we'll break this one down. Get this in, get the ceiling in, get the floor in, then there's going to be a wall that runs across here and it's going to have a single door that comes in. It's going to be a chiseled door made to look like a big metal vault door. Obviously it's going to have no security. I don't think QP's added door locking yet. I know he was saying to me that somebody had requested the ability to lock chisel doors, but I don't think he's added it yet. He's too busy playing with his trains and airships, like a boy with a new toy. Although I must admit, I am looking forward to that mod when it comes out. That is definitely up there on my list of want to play with. I know at the moment the last time I spoke to him, he was struggling with how to balance things, how expensive to make the rails, how expensive things, because what he doesn't want to do is end up with a Minecraft situation where the rails are too expensive. But he doesn't want them to be too cheap either, where, you know, transportation of goods and materials becomes trivial. And I get it. I think this is probably one of the hardest areas for mod developers and game developers. Period. You know, is the eternal quest for that thing called game balance. I'm just going to put myself up in the air, I think, for this, because it'll be a lot easier. So yeah, I definitely need to fill in above that. This comes out to here, so we've got to fill this space in. The armoury might be a bit deeper, I don't know yet, we'll see. I'm still trying to decide what kind of storage to put in place in here, because I mean, a modern armoury would be gun safes, but I'm not entirely sure whether that is the right thing or not. But we can worry about that later, as there is no point getting stressed over something about which I actually have no control and can't, you know, it doesn't matter right now, I'm not doing it. So that will come to there, go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you'll have, yeah. So the door will go in, it'll probably be chiseled into the rocks around it as well, so it'll look like it's got a bloody big door frame going around it. And then we just need that. And then I think, other than lighting and furnishings and stuff, which, you know, may not happen today, we'll see how long I've been recording, and before I can go much further I do need to think about a new Jonas palette as well, which I'm fairly certain I have. If I haven't got one, I know we've got plenty in community storage for the cupronickel. I was trying to think of the word and it was evading me. The cupronickel ingot. And the other thing we need to do is we need to chisel these blocks here into now. What am I going to do with this space? No idea. But that is a problem for tomorrow. Today, the problem that we had to solve has been solved, and it is the fact that I've got a hammer in my inventory. No, oh come on. Is that this is now nicely decorated. Let me just go and drop some stuff off. We shall go outside and have a look. I'll see you out there. Alright, so there's a sprawling old base now, isn't it? I think what it needs, I'm going to go, let me just go and grab this. I think it needs some bush. Bush makes everything better. And there is actually something I've been meaning to do as well, so we'll probably finish off on that note. But let me just have a look for leaves, see if I've got any leaves in my system. 2. Okay, oh no, 1 now. Branch cutter, branch cutter. I'll leave that in there, we don't need it. So that was that. What was the other thing I wanted to do? Oh yes, I need some dirt. Soil. Actually, I don't. No, I do actually need dirt. I don't. There we go. Take that. Right, and let's just go and count something, because counting is important. You need to count to get your stuff right. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 5. Oh, that's a bit expensive. Well, I suppose it's not too bad. Let's come down here. Nope. That's not what I wanted. No. That one is what I need. Interesting. Up to ingredient 4. Yes, I know it's in. Hang on. Chimney uses a orange. Oh, hang on. Have we got a problem here? No, we've got orange clay brick, black clay brick, orange clay brick, tan clay brick. I think I can't make it out of fire brick anymore. Unless we do it like that and try it with, we can try it with the clay. I suspect we're going to have some issue. We are going to have issues like this because bricklayers that we are running is really not the right version, and yeah, it doesn't like that, and yeah. So because the bricklayers we're running is not the right version, we're getting a little bit in the way of recipe conflicts and the likes. There is the last time I looked, as at the time of recording, there is a pre-release version, and I know Apache has been working on that to try and work out what will break with anything, because we're going to break stuff basically when we upgrade, and consequently we are probably going to need to try and fix some stuff. So Apache's been working on the actual game code, because can you see what's wrong here? The necessaries mod branch cutter, of course, doesn't exist. It's just a thing. Alright, let's have a look. Is there... Can you do it with shears? I heard there was a way you could do it in shear. The shears had a mode now. So let's see whether the branch cutter is superfluous. Again, necessaries is currently not installed, so I don't even know how that is rendering in. But oh, come on, I must have some shears somewhere. Yes, there. Normal leaves. So maybe that's how we do it now. We just use shears. If that's the case, I mean, it kind of renders one item from necessaries irrelevant, and I'm all for that. You know, that's oh yeah, this is actually better than birch. Yeah, I'm more than happy with that. Let's come over here and just grab some more birchiness. So, in terms of building wise, we got some progress. In terms of progression, we've definitely got an angel belt now. Oh, that's okay, yeah. So that's a bonus. I haven't got much left, so we can drop that down. Yeah, that's fine. And we've got this building done. So let me try and let's just come a little bit further out. Let's get that off. And F12 and F4 and F5, and we're back. Right, so biggie for me, I need these to flower. I need these to fruit, because if I'm going to make a Jonas pallet, I'm going to need fruit. I don't think that there's enough floating around here. We might as well have the little bits we've got, because they're probably just going to... And then we need these to flower, that's the biggie. And then next episode, I think probably next episode will make us start on beezers, the proper beezers that we're going to do up here, and we'll start getting this orchard fully decorated out, because at the moment it's just trees. And hopefully they'll flower and, fruit and do all of the stuff. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.